Alright. There we go. Live. Hello, everyone. I'm back.
Rise and shine, everyone!
Not mushroom.
I give this village 5 stars.
Oh. Go.
Do they have TV here?
The light middle. Hey Eyes, how are you doing? Oh. Woke up run net. And it feels like I just did as well, but I mean I just woke up from sleep. It's taking a while for my brain to boot up. Probably need a coffee. Thanks for all the marshmallows though. Really helped me kind of like flesh this all out. I'm nearly done. I've just got over here to do. last ones for the market. So it looks like I'll be able to finish the food market before the end of the event. Try and do the fish market. But it's not really necessary for the fish market, but better. See how it goes. Thank you for reminding me about taking snowballs. Oh, you're welcome. Such a time saver. That's pretty much the only way I get heaps of snowballs. By digging. I need to fix that belly. I've made a mess since grinding out these. Damn. Torch. You now have a 6 chest ball. That's too many snowballs. Why do you have so many snowballs? You're more than welcome to drop some off here if you want. Sure will. You're nuts. I'm gonna accept everything I can till the end of the event. I want to get fully fleshed out of those chests. And I feel like I'm gonna run out of marshmallows. I mean, the marshmallows is the only thing I worry about. I mean, snowballs you can get anytime. Blue marshmallows. As long as I keep grinding it, I'll get closer and closer. here. I really need to clean. I'm going too fast. And sorry, I was listening to your daughter giving you the news. Sorry. What's the news then? Anything exciting? And you never need to apologize for that. I fully know I'm the one that kind of. I have one of those streams that people kind of just kind of listen rather than anything else. And I don't mind that because I do the exact same. Just don't listen to my own stream. There you go, egotistical.
A new day.
Bombs put on walkie-talkies pages. Yeah, I heard about that. In Lebanon.
Don't take on here.
It's pretty interesting technology that basically they sell pages with this activation that made pages and walkies explode. Pretty clever. So they always had a plan to blow them off. And I just aligned with when Lebanon pissed off Israel. That's called playing the long game right there. Wait for it to respawn now. In the meantime, we'll look for any Dreamlight Valley. I haven't checked the how's everyone's stockpile going? Got about 6 days. Ah, the premium item. I think I put the premium item up here. I haven't really done the time bidding stuff. Gotten. Yeah. He also said she pissed off a lot of people on Facebook. How did she piss everyone, a lot of people on Facebook? but phones not being allowed in schools. I think phones should be allowed in schools. I think not having phones in schools is stupid. We've got this amazing piece of technology that keeps us in contact with the people that we care about most. And we're going to say they can't use them because of some arbitrary thing about them being distracted or some bullshit like that. I'm sorry, like, I live in a country that there's a lot of earthquakes. If I had a kid, I would want them to have their cell phone on them all the time, just in case something happens. The alternative is that they're trapped or stuck somewhere and I have no idea. I think if we just restrict them because of what we're worried about, they get distracted, payoff is worth. I don't even know what. So was she for or against? Question. There's a shooter in the school and the parent calls a child, they're pointing out where the children are hiding. The fact that you have to worry about that is weird. It's like we've never had a school shooting over here. Probably never, not saying never. I think we had one like, like 50 years ago. Well, at the end of the day, you shouldn't be like if the kid has their phone on them in school, they shouldn't have them on loud anyway. Like most kids have their phones on silent or on vibrate when they're actually in class or at school. So if a kid has their phone on loud or something like that, then they're probably not taking this phone to school very often. I have never seen a kid leave their phones on loud when they're in school. And the fact, if that's an issue, then I don't know. The fact you guys worry about that is so baffling to me. Like, I'm not going to take this life-saving device, a phone, to school with me because I'm worried someone would shoot me. Now that is a up thing. Yeah, I completely disagree with that. I think one, if a child's bringing their phone to school, they typically don't have it on loud because they're distracted during class. And two, How often does that actually happen? Like, that that's a potential risk. Like, I mean, in America, it's quite often. I'm saying I would still tell my kid to bring it to school. And just make sure that I teach them right. On silent stuff. Yeah, I mean, there's so many scenarios that could happen that would be a good reason for them not to bring a phone. But if you live in fear, that means they win, right? That's what they want. People go to school. Oh, people do those kind of things because they want fear. They want people to change their behavior. Basically, what terrorism is. So if you change your behavior based off that, then you get exactly what they want. But again, that's my opinion. That's a cultural thing. My daughter is a teacher and has heard phones. Yeah, of course, there'll be scenarios there, but they don't exactly teach proper phone behavior. And in New Zealand, they teach you to turn it off, or they make a point to turn it off. That stuff. So I would say if I was in America, I would still tell my kid to take their phone to school. And if you're so worried that the phone's going to go off and alert a shooter, I'll be smart enough not to bloody call them. If I heard there was a shooting at my kid's school and it's still ongoing, I won't call them. I'll wait until it's finished. Or send them a text. But I'll teach them to turn it off. Or I'll tell them to do it. I mean, obviously, in the rare chance that they didn't turn it off, and there's a shooter close enough to them, at the same time I'm sending them a text or calling them a phone, of course I'll feel really, really bad for it. It would haunt me for the rest of my life, basically. But that scenario would be quite rare. The chance of that scenario ever happening in New Zealand is even rarer. I think I don't agree with anyone that goes against that idea. There's so many scenarios that a cell phone would save their life versus the scenarios that would. There could be a medical issue. There could be so many scenarios that they need to contact somebody urgently. Versus the opposite of them not wanting anyone to contact. The earthquake at school. Good example. They could be trapped. What are they supposed to do? There could be a fire, or be someone following them, and they need a way of. Let's say they're walking home one day, and they find a creep following them behind, and then they get on the phone, call someone, and say, "Hey, this is where I am. Feel like I'm in trouble. Help me." So many different scenarios, and so the one scenario that it won't go in their favor is if there was someone at a school with a gun hunting them down and they were hiding. I mean, that is like one scenario out of the many more that they would need a phone for. So I think what they should be doing is stop saying don't bring your phone to school, or you shouldn't have your phone, blah, blah, blah. Just teach them how to use their phones right. The same with sexual education. Like, it's not about telling them not to do it. They're gonna bloody do it. I mean, the nature of humanity. Teach them how to do it right and just hope they make the right decisions. Tell them no, no, no. They're gonna want to do it. Nature of kids, really. The more you push, the more likely you might figure out ways around the system.
I wonder where they harvest their. It's pretty great how nice it was.
Alright, oh. Need more blue. Got the mushrooms. Marshmallow. They can bring them to class. Bring them, but during class, the phones are placed in a box on the teacher's desk. Nah, that's silly. That defeats the entire purpose of bringing the phone to school. Like, the whole point of bringing the phone to school is for emergency purposes. So if you're at your desk, an earthquake or something happens, your phone's too far away. So you might as well not bring it at all if that's the case. The whole point of having a phone is so you contact in an emergency situation. And if they can't be trusted to hold their phone, if they can't be trusted to mute their phone, or like just have those rules. Like the rules are mute your phone, and don't go on it during class. Those are the two rules. You break the rules, you have to hand it over. Dave, you started early. Yeah, I woke up early. What I'm trying to do is not go back to sleep when I wake up. And I have a habit of waking up like an hour before my alarm goes off. Because if I go back to sleep, I won't get back up. So I'm just trying to stay awake. And hey Yasmin. But kids here text others. But yeah, again, you teach them the right behavior. Like, no one, when I was in school anyway, no one said, hey, look, these are the rules when it comes to phones. You're allowed the phone, but don't text others during class. Or if they do, just let them. Like, what's really wrong with kids texting each other? If it's distracting other people, that's when it crosses the line. But if they want to text people during class, let them. Because, I mean, as adults, we do it. I text during a work meeting. You have to teach them, like, what they're actually going to do in real life. And if they're going to sit there and laugh and text at the same time, that's when it's distracting. But if they're just like this. Like this. Not distracting anyone, not hurting anyone, just let them fucking do it. I didn't think they had phones back when you're in school. I've still got my phones. Hold up. I'll show you the phones I have. These are the ones I still have because I think I lost my original. So this is the phone I had. It's a flip phone. Had a camera. I had two of them because one of them broke. And this is my iPod. Original iPod. It still works if I powered it. And this is my first close. It wasn't even a smartphone. It was just another phone that I had back in the day. See, I had phones, so I'll do this. I'll like flip it and just like text it down here. Some of you caught playing it. See, that's the thing. It's a little bit different, but at the end of the day, if they're not distracting anyone, let them do whatever the fuck they want. Because they're not going to learn if they don't want to. I didn't. No amount of telling me off in school helped me. This made me not want to go to school. Well, it's not a teacher's job to force a kid to learn. That's up to the parent. If your kid's being a dick at school, it's on you. Tell your kid not to be a dick. I wouldn't make a very good parent though, so I don't know whether my advice is worth. I mean, the kids are always going to be like, the kids are always going to be kids. They're always going to try and break the rules. But if it's not like, if they want to sit in class and do fuck all, just tell them to sit in the back, do fuck all, and you fail it, and it's on you. Can't force you. The minute you start doing that, you'd be surprised how many actually do this shit. Now, a parent doesn't care about their kid. That makes it a bit tricky. If you want teachers to be babysitters, pay them more. Teachers are there to teach. They get treated like crap by their students. They get treated like crap financially. They just get treated like crap, and then parents turn around and blame them for it, or when their kids act up. All right. So just take that out of the equation. It's like, the only reason that teachers care so much about the phone thing, the one that can be distracting for other people, also the fact that they get hounded by the parents if people aren't doing the right thing, even though it's not even their fault. Sadly, you can't half-ass teacher. You actually have to, like, every day you go to work, you kind of have to be switched on to a certain degree. And that would be exhausting after a while. You can't just like, today I'm gonna take it a little bit easy, but you can't. Eventually, we're gonna run out of teachers, and everyone's gonna complain about it, and everyone's like, well, what the hell did you expect? We let our kids do whatever the hell they want without us needing to actually parent them. And then we give the teachers so much shit that they just mentally break. And we don't pay them very well.
We make a great team. Am I right?
They just get no respect in this country this way. I mean, to be honest, it's the case everywhere because they don't pay them enough. But basically, that's all it comes down to. It's just like, you don't pay them enough. You don't support them enough. You don't have their back enough. Parents treat teachers worse than the students do. And the students are pretty rough. The teachers expect... No, parents expect teachers to be basically a parent. A pseudo-parent. And to give as much attention and love and care as the parent does. They get paid enough for that. They don't have even the ability to do it. Or the tools or any of this set up for it. I've got a massive amount of respect for teachers, but I also know that we're part of the problem. Like, we don't treat them right. They really do. The school I went to, parents would go against the teachers so the kids knew they can get away with awful behavior because of the parents. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Exactly right. And the parents would blame the teachers for it. And they can't record the kids because, you know, that's another issue altogether. It's like, oh, what, you're recording kids? Can't do that. Kid could say whatever they want and the parent has to take it. I've heard scenarios where kids have made up very nasty, ugly, you know, illegal stuff that they're saying that the teacher's done but didn't ever do it. And the kid later admits it in tears and everything like that, but immediately they're put on blast for it. Now, to be fair, sometimes they do take advantage of the situation, but we're not exactly can hire the best people in the profession when you barely pay them anything. You get the bottom of the barrel people that kind of treat everyone like shit. Not all the time. There is some legit teachers out there that do love their job and do it for the right reasons, but you don't pay them very well. You also will get the opposite side of it as well. You'll get the people I do this for a paycheck and then also take advantage of their powerful position. And he's awful. God damn it. Get that. There's a radiator. Can't reach it. I'm gonna have to get it later. Alright, well, let's see if there's any. Let's try these new views, because I did set up these. Ah, there we go. There you go. So this is what I'm looking at right now. Did you know you can now more easily move chests with stored items around your valley and player house? Simply return the chest to your inventory in furniture mode and place it in another room or in an area by locating it in your furniture tree by the arrow down icon. What does that mean? Does that mean like you can pick up stuff that's got stuff in it and then put it down later? I think that's what it. That's easy. That's better. Forge an unexpected friendship with Jafar, whose ventures await. I've got a feeling there's going to be more quests with Jafar. Just because we still haven't got his journal stuff. Presets. The presets. Don't work in the game. And I can't do it because I'm in multiplayer. This confuses me because there is no booth like this. And there's no stall, there's nothing here. This is a weird one for me. I don't know what the stall is supposed to be. And they got way more gems on that table than probably could. Hey Phoenix, how are you? Yeah, a lot of the miscellaneous is for real. It'd be cool to get a stall, like a gem stall in there. Allow stalls too. There is already a stall. Billy Billy. Yeah, everyone's just asking about it. What a weird image to throw out there, though. I mean, everyone's got a question. Alright, we'll go. Nothing interesting, though. Alright, how long have we got in the... I can't check it. Alright, I'm gonna have to wait for things to respawn. Over and get a coffee. I am feeling tired. But I had the bag right.
Morning.
Shut up. What did I just say, Crystal? Alright, this is gonna beep, so I do apologize. Oh. Tangle it all up now. Okay. Too early in the morning to figure this shit out.
Wonder where they harvest their ice.
Up your butt. Here we go. Alright, I'm gonna get a coffee.
I've completed my patrol. All's quiet in this one.
Alright. So I might do special stream next week or even on the weekend. I'm playing Credit Cove. See how that goes. Dave, how much snowballs do you want? 1 or 2 chip? I will take as many snowballs as you are willing to drop off to me. Let's just say that. I will need a lot of them. I'm gonna basically keep on making the chests until I've got a chest for every single item in the game. So I've got a long way to go. And there's a good chance I won't make it. But I will take everything I can. If you want to give me snowballs to speed things up, go nuts. And I'll take everything.
Oh wow.
I think blue marshmallows is going to be the tricky one. Because I've got to make chests for all these items down here. I need to make one for the bamboo here. And I know bamboo's a food as well, but it's mainly used in construction so down here. Cool. And then I've got to make chests for that, and if I ever get there and I'm able to finish the fish one, and I've finished the one here, I've also got all my time bending stuff that I need. I've got a lot needing to make, so I will take anything I can get given. I made a special stall for the cloth though, so I got Daisy's wardrobe the other day. So I've made a little special stall. And for the pumpkins as well. Pumpkins have a special one. This is their special stall here. I've decided to make special store ones that I can. I'm okay with pink ones though, I've got heaps of pinks. lose it. Hey, Phoenix. I already made a lot of coolers so I can help with marshmallows as well. Only if you're willing to part with them. This crazy project is really a crazy project for me, and I don't want to put anyone out. So I don't want to put any pressure on you. So, you got stuff. If you want to give me marshmallows, I'm going to take them. I'm not going to say no. I've got 6 days to see if I can achieve my goal. All of these need chests as well. So I've got a bit of a long way to go. You will only be given half of them. Half of what? Half of what? Oh, blue marshmallows. All right. Oh, if you give me, oh, you're giving me blue marshmallows. Oh, okay, that's very nice of you. But yeah, make sure you keep as much as you want to yourself. You never feel like you're pressured to give me. You know I'm going to use them anyway, so at least you can see what I'm doing. But if there's any item that you want, make sure you go take it as well. The whole point of the market is for people to take stuff. So if there's anything that you need, pop by and take it. Normally it's not this early. Can't wake up. My tooth hurts as well. Doesn't help. It's turning a different color, so I really should get it. Typically a bad sign. 7 o'clock. But an hour and a half.
Oh, you know what would be great today? Some warm.
There's an invisible wall here, which I don't know why. I've been trying to work it out all day yesterday. Very, very annoying. Like, weird thing is, like, if you go this way, it stops you, but then doesn't let you go back the other way, and now you're free. Weird. There's another one that's like over. That was over here, but I put a wall in front of it. Yeah, and then I just moved slightly there.
Oh well. No sailing today.
like 8 blue marshmallows away from.
Yeah, see, somebody's supposed to use the right.
And it's the second radio thing that I just set up.
Good morning, Ned.
It's really isn't me. Really bad.
Gusto said, anyway. Of course.
This is so great! I'm making a bunch of new friends.
Oh. Right. Every time. Hey guys, may I do a drop? Yeah, you can. I mean, that's what Friday's for today. Anyone can pop around whenever they want while I'm on stream and do whatever. You're more than welcome to pop around and drop off whatever you want. And pick up anything you want as well. Works both ways. The reason why I set up the market the way it is, pop around whenever. It also gives me a good excuse to just do some time bending grinding. And also, I mean, one of the benefits, added benefits to it as well, is it kind of forces me to go around my valley and check things out, so I can kind of pick up what's working, what's. And there's a bunch of stuff I want to work on. Like, part of me wants to just stop the multiplayer right now just to work on it, but I like it. I like doing it this way. I like my routine. I think my routine has settled in very nicely. And this month is my most watched month that I've had since I've come back from Big Six. So.
Don't forget, I'm here to help.
This village smells like...
Oh. Wait until you join. Be right. I do notice the loading times are a lot worse. So someone joining my valley takes a little while. Well, they did say like, well, next patch is going to be smaller and it'll be more like for optimization and stuff. So they probably just didn't really optimize it with the recent patch. We're going to do the next one anyway. Once a year they do it as well. They have like one patch that's not that great, where they just do optimization. Which is what I think they should always do, is once a year, just like, we're not going to give a huge update, this is just going to optimize the game. And just solely focus on that. Do you have any here and now fish? Yes, I do. In the fish market. If we go down here, we have some right here, and they should be 2 stacks of 50. If I set things up right. If I didn't, and there's only one, I screwed it up, and I put them on the wrong side. I think I did it right, but I might have screwed it up. So we'll find out. Your market's so cool. Oh, thank you. Well, today is an open day, so if there's anything that you want from the market, basically if there's any item in the game that you want, apart from the time beating stuff, you can come over and get it. And you're more than welcome to pop around to check it out if you want. That's for you, Lynn. If there's any food item, even any gem item, or any mining item. Hopefully I didn't screw up the here and now fish, but then again I haven't put a lot of work into the fish market for a while, so I might have screwed it up. I'll fix it up for next time though. But yeah, there's a gem market as well, so Lynn, if you want to come over and get anything there as well, more than welcome. I never used this feature yet. It looks so cool. No, I'm going nuts. That's the joys of Disney during like live streams, is that you get to experiment. You get to see how the game's played, or how multiplayer works as well. You get to try it out. So you feel free to experiment. So the codes in you got disconnected. Yeah. It's not that stable. I think that's the big thing people have to realize about multiplayer. It's not very stable, so you have to be very patient with it. Trying to think what you need. Well, just so you know, I'm streaming for another hour and a half, but for about 4 hours after I leave the valley open, so the code will still be valid, and it's also will be in the Discord. So, barely started Rift in Time. I mean, I've got every item, so it doesn't necessarily mean Rift in Time, but what would you need for Rift in Time? Plastic. I don't have a lot of plastic, but I think this is a stack. There'll be a stack of 99. So what I think you should pick up. Where is it? Where is it? Where did I put my plastic? There's a stall of plastic somewhere, and I can't remember where I put it. Not there, that's the... I've got no organization when it comes to the stalls, which is bugging me. Yeah, this is probably what you want. Plastic. I think that's a stack of 99, and that should do you for some of the early. You're focusing on Dream Live first. Yeah, fair enough. How far into it have you gotten? Try again. Oh, good. The marshmallow right here I want to pick up too. Because clay is probably one that you would need if you haven't done the minis quest yet. If you haven't done all the minis yet, you want the clay. So if you do come round, pick up clay. Where is the clay? Well, you almost have all your villages lifted. Nice. Have you unlocked all the villages? Apart from that, I was turn the R on. There's clay. Yeah, pick up the clay. I think if you need it. If you haven't tried the multiplayer feature, I do recommend you do it. Multiplayer was never something they intended to put in the game initially. It was something they wanted to add, but there wasn't a lot of focus on it. And over time, with more and more people using it, they've just added more bells and whistles to it. The more multiplayer people use, more likely they'll implement more features. So I'm a big encourager of it. And I get people you do treasure islands and stuff, but all the stuff that you see is just stuff that I have an excess of. So people are more than welcome to take whatever you need. I'm not a fan of treasure islands, but I like the idea of having a proper market. And the main thing I could use is wood. Oh, okay. Well, I don't have a lot of wood out, but the wood that you see is should be a stack of 99 of each type. So you can come by and get at least a stack of 99 for whatever wood you need. And I'll just replace it with stuff I've got. I've got heaps of wood. Don't worry about that. But a lot of and you see this a lot on Twitch as well. A lot of people run what they call treasure islands, which is they basically hack the game and then spawn a heap amount of one particular of multiple different items, and then people just join the valleys and pick them up. And you see that a lot on Twitch. So if you ever Borderland and you kind of want free items, just go on Twitch, and probably on YouTube as well, but it'd be easy to find on Twitch, and you can find some trick islands, and you can just go over to their valleys and just take whatever you want if there's room. I don't like doing that. I try and play without doing that because it kind of feels a bit like cheating. But if people come to my valley and drop off stuff, I take that on as well. So everything you see here is not from Treasure Island stuff, unless people have dropped it off, which I don't think people do. I don't get a lot of visitors, but what I don't know won't kill me. So if people have and they've dropped things off, I don't know. I've also been stacking marshmallows, and this coolers are so cute. Well, because you seem relatively newish to the game, you should realize that these coolers are the first time in the game, and I've been playing since since it started being released, which is like, I streamed update 2. I've been playing since update 1. So yeah, I've been playing since the beginning. This is the first time a storage chest can be placed on a table. And this is why it's a massive game changer. Because normally you have to do things like this. You have to put it in front of the table. And it takes up room, and especially if you've got like a storage like me and you've got a lot of chests like here, you can barely sneak through that, right? But now we can put them on tables, and that's the first chest, and that's why it's a massive changer, because all of a sudden you've got, these take up like 4 squares each, so 4, 8, 16, 12, so that's 16. You got 16 more spaces in your valley with just those 4 right there, so... But pretty much that's what I'm grinding out right now. So if you've got I'm accepting anyone that's got any spare blue marshmallows, spare snow, spare iron, just spare everything. Oh, thank you. Oh, thanks, Eyes. I really appreciate it. Oh, that's a lot of blue marshmallows. You sure you can offer them all? Iron. I've got heaps of iron, so you don't need to worry too much iron if that's too much you want to give away. I've got heaps of it. Someone came by and just gave me a buttload of iron ingots. But I'll take them. But I do know it's a very rare resource, so I don't want to take them unless you're okay with it. And now I'm fully stocked up, damn it. I have to leave them on the ground now. I can't pick them up. Alright, I'm gonna have to find somewhere I can dump them. I can't find something secret. I'm streaming this. Alright, well, I'll dump them. I'll dump it here. I'll dump it here. There you go. I'll dump them all here. And then that way I can just pop them directly into the chest. That's all done. But I need more room, so I'll go here and I'll dump off a whole bunch of time-beating stuff. People are welcome to take the time-beating stuff. All the stuff here I've got an access for anyway. The snow that you need. Yeah, snowballs is something I definitely need more of, because I've still got, so I've got to make chests for the rest of here, and that's nearly done. I think I worked out about 16 left there to do. And then once that's all done, I think I need one for the general market. Got marshmallows here. And then I've got to make a chest for my fish market. Now the fish market can operate without the chest because it's got this little thing in here, so it will still work without it. It just gives me it gives me a bit of room here if I replace them. So I will take anything that anyone is willing to offer. So I'm not going to say no to it. So I need as much snow, and I wish I knew this. Like, it was only about a third into the event I realized. I realized what the chest could actually do. Because before I just thought it was just like a normal chest and it was fine. But the minute I heard it could go on tables, it changed everything for me because it gives me so much more room. The reason why I had to move all my items inside is because I ran out of room. Really. Thank you so much, Eyes. I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna start cooking them. So start cooking the s'mores. I'm gonna run out of wheat, aren't I? Yeah, I do need snow, yeah. I need snow. Because the chillers need, But I just got quite a lot of snow there. But honestly, I will take anything at the moment. I'll probably need more snow, because it takes 100 snowballs to make one chest. So, based off what I've got there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17 chests there. Ooh, I get Linny. Oh, that's you, Lynn. Oh, I'm not used to having like 2 people in the valley at once. That's cool. Alright, I think what I'm gonna need here.
It's pretty great how nice you are there.
Alright, I'm gonna start cooking up these s'mores. Luckily, I've got a lot of cooking around. I think I need wheat though. Oh damn! I can't look at that. Yeah, I'm gonna need wheat. I've got enough mist. I think mist is not gonna be an issue. Now it's gonna be wheat. I can't wait until they implement the option to like use machines. Alright, I'm gonna. I need to dump or pop some of this down. You guys just sped up my progress by a massive degree. Insane. Thanks, Eyes, so much. I might actually achieve my goal. This is actually a third market I want to build, or fourth. I already made four markets, and a fifth market that I want to make, which is a time-bending market, which is going to be in Eternity Valley, so no one can actually visit it. Mainly because the fact I don't really actually have a lot of room left in the Dreamlight Valley. But I don't really actually have access to those items anywhere. You may think, well, I've got a stack of 99 of each wood, if as long as Ice hasn't taken it yet. So you're more than welcome to take it. But I've got more if you want it. If you're on the Discord and you even need an item, just reach out to me. Because I'm more than willing to dump off as much as you need. The market's really there, it's just... so after my streams, because after every stream, I leave the valley open for about 4 hours. And I stream Monday to Friday. So that way anyone can pop around and get the item without me needing to be around. And yeah, the idea of that is to is so people don't need to reach out to me, and they can just pop around and take it. Because I'm a big believer. I want the ability of people being able to just pop into streams, pop into valleys whenever they want. I'm gonna push, bro. Someone coming? Yeah, someone else is coming in. There you go. No, you're both in at the same time. There you go. Not used to having more than one person in the valley at one time. Cool. But go explore as well, Lynn. That's the fun thing about going to someone's valley. I think the perspective when you visit someone's valley is so much different when you're doing it in-game than watching it on stream. Oh, I can leave. Don't leave. Why are you leaving? Oh, I'll leave if you want to. No. When someone's joining a valley, because this feature would be new to you, Lynn. When someone's joining the valley, they're like connecting, you can't actually pick up anything or do any activities until that person's actually joined. So while they're connecting, you can't do anything. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just one of those weird things that the game does, is that you just can't do any activities until the person joins. Now you're joined, everything's fine. We can do things again. It's just that time while you're connecting. And it happens all the time. It does put some people off, but one of those things that, you know, it's a weird bug that they could fix one day. But if people aren't using the feature, they aren't going to fix it. But yeah, go explore. It's always a different perspective, I find. Running around the valley instead of watching it. Oh, eyes left. Alright, we're going to dump. We need more room. I need wheat. Hey, they can pick up now. Just drop it anywhere. I'll find it. I've got like one of the items that you get in the Toonie Isle. You notice these machines over here. This is basically a vacuum, and what that does, it vacuums every item that's just dropped on the ground, or like wood or anything like that. So all I need to do is go to that, and I can pick it up automatically. Or at least it tells me which biome it's in, so I don't need to pick it up. I can just go find it. So you dump it anywhere, I'll be able to pick it up. I used to have a drop-off area, but then no one used it, so I got rid of it. But I'd say if you ever want to drop anything off to me, just leave it in this area here, I reckon. Probably the best area, because it is the entranceway for a reason. The community entranceway. But yeah, go explore. That's part of the fun. It's a bit messy at the moment because of this whole market project, but I'm hoping to clean it up over the week. Anyway, I need wheat. Just get my s'mores cooking. Gonna be so many random items around my valley when I close it up. Gives me something to do. Go to my Remy cookers, as I call them. Thinking about. It's gonna be great.
Morning.
I need more wheat. Come on. Yeah, this is the last community day before the event ends as well.
Hi there, pal.
So now's the time to really play the belt. Now, the fish market's not that great at the moment because I haven't really worked on it. Start building the other market. But that iron that you dropped off there, eyes, I'm probably gonna... I'll pop it into my chest and then put some on the tables for people. And I'll obviously use it if I ever run out. Still got quite a lot of iron. I think I can make about... Nothing. Oh. Organization. Also balls loaded and ready to drop. Pop around. I'm just harvesting these at the moment, so pop around whenever. Nothing dramatic happening. Really appreciate all this. I'm going to dump it all in my chest over there. Oh, did you log out, Lynn? Lynn left. Oh, I heard it. Probably need no worries. Well, you're more than welcome to pop around anytime you need stuff. And on the Discord as well, even if the valley's not open. So on the Discord, I note down if the valley is open or closed. So if you're ever curious, there's a multiplayer status group. But if it's closed and there is something you want, just let me know and I can open it. I can't guarantee I'll see the message. Depends the alert, but I just need Darkwood. Appreciate it. No worries. I'll restock it after every stream. I kind of go around and check whether everything's there. It's okay. You can do whatever you want to. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And the idea is paying it forward as well. And that's one of the reasons I have the setup that I do. If people give me items, I kind of want to be able to give back to other people. I got work now. Have a good day. You too. Thanks for popping along, Lynn. Appreciate you. I come out with gifts. I mean, I always see it as donations, so donate anything you want, and I will take them and pop them in the valley.
Time to prepare today's.
Hopefully, I have a better logical setup for it. I just need dark wood. You didn't take the dark wood though. You didn't take the dark wood there. That should be a stack of 99 for you. Oh well. Maybe next time then. And what I'll need to do is go through my stocks soon, because in preparation to the expansion pack, we're going to have to make sure we're fully stocked up on as much as we can be. I'm going to have to start grinding out a few things. I think after the Timon and Pumbaa, I think that's the mood we're going to shift into grinding mode. Well, that pops up. I saw how much. Yeah. I think I've worked it out that it takes about 35 to 40 minutes for 30 s'mores to be created in the cookers. So we've got a bit of time. Let's see what's happening. That should pop. I'll put this. Oh, I can't put it. Alright, we'll wait. This should actually, based on what I've seen there, math, should be able to finish the food market today. Well, later today when I'm offline, or when I sign everything off. It's like we're getting more and more people coming onto the show. Oh, enjoyable. You have 4 cookers in your house and 4 outside it. Yeah, I always keep them outside. I rarely ever spend any time inside. I don't really like the indoor side of it. I think it's just too restricting for me. I also think there's like when I play these games, there has to be a practical use for most stuff. And I think inside there's just, in this game at least, there's no real reason to be inside. Yeah, you can make a cool room and stuff, but that's about it. I mean, you could technically make like a project where you just chuck all the machine, like cookers and tables and stuff in there, and you just grind out stuff. But other than that, not really any need to have in a place. There we go. It was all waiting for you to join and then it all grew. That's an interesting kind of bug feature, whatever. You plant something and it grows to maturity while someone's joining. it will look like it's an unwatered plant until you actually join. That's it.
I had no idea how far I'd go.
You suddenly just appeared. Hey, Mom. Oh, sorry. Eyes. I think I need 5 more. That's it. There's a lot of snowballs there.
How's it going?
So many snowballs. It's still going. I feel like it's going to last me a while. I got a feeling I'm going to go through it really quickly. 100 snowballs actually is quite a lot. That every stack of snowballs is only 1 chest, so that makes sense. I'll probably need even more than that, once it's all done. But it's definitely a lot, and will last me for now. There's snowballs everywhere. Yeah. Alright. The problem is I can't pick them up because I can't put them in any storage thing. Or not at the moment. But that's brilliant. That's thank you so much for that. It's going to save me a lot because at the moment what I had been doing is making potions, digging, and getting snow. So that's going to save me on Dreamlight now. How long is that going? Because that was the first one I did a while ago. Oh. Oh, there's a pixel shard. Yay!
I've completed my patrol. All's quiet.
Alright, so let's... What should we do? Alright, we're gonna dump. Dropped out. Alright, we'll put all the snow. We'll put the snow around here. Outside the chest. And that would just make my life a little bit easier when I'm able to put things in chests again. Oh, thank you so much for that. I've got a feeling that might actually be enough, but I know I need to make a lot of ones for fish market, so
Wow, you're a really
we'll see how I go.
valley.
Oh, whoops. God, this is gonna be great. So that eliminates the step of need to go for snow for a while. It's really gonna help. So the only thing I'll need to grind out,
The number, my friend.
probably just the marshmallows still, blue ones. Iron should be fine. I think iron we're gonna be good as well. So yeah, it's blue marshmallows gonna be the tricky point. Got heaps of iron, thanks to everybody. Heaps of snow, thanks to eyes. So much. Alright. Oh, there's another shard. Yay. I swear the shards vanish when people... I barely find any. Oh, no, I don't. Tried to drop them all in one place, but I was moving on auto. That's alright. There's no stress at all. Not busy anyway. It's now just a waiting game because I've got a lot of mist. So mist is not going to be an issue. Well, I think it will actually eventually be an issue, but I can't. Actually, I've got a couple more cookers I could use, but I kind of don't want to do that because I'll forget which one. Happens quite a lot. There's another pixel. Yay! I've considered putting the pixel shards out on tables, but I don't know about that because I don't have a lot of them. Maybe if things got a little bit busier and I got pixel shards on a more regular basis, I probably would. But at the moment, just because I'm rather low on it, I'm kind of side. Eventually, I would like to, because I think one of the frustrations I had is that I needed pixel shards, and I couldn't get any. I'm sure other people have been in the same scenario. I stutter a lot more since I had my damn stroke. It's very annoying. I'm thinking about making this a little bit bigger because this feels real cluttered, but the only way to make it less cluttered is kind of like make it lead into this area here. I'm thinking about like lining some of them across there. Still make this the entrance, but I feel like it will stop being a proper entrance. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I saw on my YouTube channel that I made a video of my valley before the expansion pack, and I haven't watched it since, and so I'm gonna make another video before the next one. It'll be interesting to rewatch the old episode just to see how much things have changed. I'll be curious to see what the what my old valley looked like. I don't like listening to myself though. I'll try and not cringe when I listen to stuff. But it'd be interesting to see what it was compared to what it is now. Because so much has changed, right? In terms of gameplay, in terms of a lot of things, like the expansion pack really did add really cool stuff to the game. I think the biggest ones probably like the companion stuff expanded. Like you got better housing for the companion stuff. Multiplayer obviously improved. You got obviously these chests now. You got the machines, which didn't like I thought it was going to be like game breaking. Like once you introduce those machines, it would make the game way too easy. It definitely doesn't. It saves time, and it feels like a reward because you grind so hard to get those machines, and you can't really place them everywhere. You could be tricky with them, and like you could build crops with just the gap there that you could use one machine and quickly go over all of them and push harvest. But I mean, that's a little more tedious than anything else. I think they balanced it well, let's just say that. They really did balance it well. That's there. Alright, so at the moment I've got... Ah, you left.
Oh, you're just
Thanks again, Eyes. I really do appreciate all that. That's going to keep me busy for a while. And in terms of how many chests I can make from this point, not the ones I'm already cooking, because I keep in mind I'm already cooking. I'm cooking some s'mores. So how many have I got left? So if we bring up my handy calculator. So I got on hand anyway. I got 217. So if I go 217 divided by 15, because you need 15 to make one. That's 14 chests. That's not including the boa. 10 I've already got going at the moment. Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. So that's definitely going to top all this up. It's going to complete my food market. It's going to complete my general market. And it's going to definitely start me on the fish market. See, this is going to be the next project. Oh, I'm getting excited. It's nearly there. And that's really cool because then it's going to save on room. And saving on room is good because it means I can model it a little bit better than because it feels real cluttered at the moment. It's because you're basically losing, like, you're losing those two sides on the sides because they could be a bit closer together. Then you can structure it a bit better. Oh, it's going to be great. Hey, Kiwi. How's it going? How you been? I've been alright. I'm going a bit crazy with my new project, which is markets. So now I've moved all the items outside, and now I have a stall for every single item, and people can come around and pick up whatever they need. So, and that's been what I'm working on with all these chests on tables now. It just saves so much room. So yeah, game-wise, I'm going a bit crazy, but I think it's working out really well. Mentally, I've had a bit of a rough one. To be fair, this week has been a bit rough. Because I had to go to work on Tuesday, and it kind of reminded me of the things I used to be able to do that I can't do anymore, and it kind of bummed me out. And I got into this just stupid thought loop. Just going over, like, thinking, oh, this sucks, you know, I can't, like, everyone was talking about how they were, like, they're going to go out after dinner and go to all these bars and drink, and I'm just like, I can't do that. And I'm like, I'm sitting there, like, just after dinner, and I'm like, I'm so tired. I'm 36. I feel like I'm 50, I just want to go to bed. And that bummed me out even more, because it's like, not only can I not drink, and everyone else around me is getting really drunk. Not really drunk, but they're drinking a bit. And I'm just going like... And I don't want to be rude, but it came off me being a little bit kind of like quieter, I think. But don't be sorry. It just bummed me out. You know, and think that just obviously that kind of stuff would bring down your mood. You know, I always bounce back in the ends, but I just want, you know, I just express it.
Moana of Motu.
The best you can do in those scenarios is express that it sucks. Admit it to yourself that it sucks. And see what you can do to help with your mood. Do other things that help with your mood. Drinking is overrated anyway, man. I used to own a bar. A lot of people don't know that. I was a stupid 22-year-old. And I got a loan out with the bank when I was 22 and I bought a bar. And from a social point of view, being a awkward, nerdy guy, it did open my mind up and make me a lot more social and a lot more open-minded than I used to be. But I mean, drinking's overrated, but when you've got a good relationship with drinking, that you don't abuse it, that you know you like it, you know, when you're watching a game by yourself, or you know, just had a rough day and you kind of just want to chill and kind of feel a little bit more looser. Alcohol's good for that, and that's the intended purpose of it. It's not supposed to be something that's abused. And I had a good relationship with beer. I was even for the entire year last year, up until I got sick on the 20th of December, which sucks when you hear the story. I was drinking a couple of craft beers a week, just over the weekend, or just throughout the week whenever I wanted one. And I was buying a different one every time I went to the supermarket or anything like that, or when I feel like drinking. And I was getting a different can, so I could give it to my dad because he had a bar. He had built a bar at his place. And I wanted to kind of layer all the beer cans, all the different craft and all the different colours on the bar. And I had done that every week. And then I was going to give it to him for Christmas, like a big, like all these cans. And I've still got them. All these cans I was going to give him for Christmas. And then on the 20th of December, I got sick. And then I could never drink again. And then... Well, not again. I don't know if I'll ever feel comfortable drinking after my transplant. That's something I'm battling with at the moment, of whether I will or won't. But I've still got them because I don't know how I feel about letting that go yet. Because it's like admitting, like, I've got it's not because I look at it, it's not a constant reminder of not being able to. It's like, oh, I did that, and I'm like, I can't do that now. So it's less about the drinking, more of like, that is something I can't do anymore. But I did at one time, and I kind of want to hold on to that. I do personally just despise how others get, so I don't bother. Yeah, it's true. It depends on your experience. Hubby's friends really bother me in the drinking end. Want to get better friends, obviously. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Your relationship with alcohol does depend on how close you act with alcohol as well. Luckily, I've never been in a very abusive atmosphere when it comes to it. Yeah, people have been drunk and done stuff, but not in like a ongoing, constant kind of scenario. So I'm very lucky in that sense. So, and I understand that it's not something everyone has. So I never would judge anyone for having a different kind of feeling on it. But ultimately, that's why it kind of bummed me out. It's just being reminded of things I used to be able to do and I can't do anymore. It got to me more than it normally does. I mean, I'm constantly reminded of things I can't do anymore. I can't have a shower without putting the machine in a waterproof bag. Basically think about, you know, how you carry around a purse or a bag or a satchel when you go out. Imagine never being able to take that off, including going into the shower. It kind of annoys you after a while. And I used to be able to like just hop into the shower and like have that. Like the idea of like hopping into the shower. I used to love having like long showers and enjoying myself and just like relaxing. It was a really relaxing place having a shower. But now it's like I have to move my stuff into a waterproof bag. I have to there's a belt that I have to put on as well, so I have to clip a belt around my waist because the bag kind of swings. And so if you don't have that, so at the moment, like the bag, I don't know if you can notice this. I'll try and do this on camera. Notice the bag, it kind of swings like that. So it swings like that. So when you're having a shower and you're bending and you're reaching for stuff, it's kind of moving, and this is on your raw skin as well. So you don't have that padding there, so if it's moving like that, it's a bit annoying. So what you do then, you can do it for this one as well. There's a little hole here that you can put a belt through it, and you can like clip it on. I actually get it. So this is the shower bag. There's a belt here. So I have to put this in there, and then I put that over me. And then I can't really do it because it's like bag on bag. And then you clip it around like that. Can't really do it because it's kind of designed for when I'm actually naked, so it doesn't really reach around me. Let's just say it's very annoying. I get the necessity for it at the end of the day. I mean, I can't exactly disconnect it. But basically, that's the way I've had a shower since I had my operation in January. It's a bit annoying. It's more exhausting than anything else. I think because, like, when I'm in the shower, it's like there's a lot more movement going on, like trying to clean yourself and bend over a certain way. So, like, by the time I get out of the shower, I'm just exhausted, like I run a bloody marathon. But hey, I mean, at the end of the day, it's keeping me alive, so I mean, I can complain about it, but I fully acknowledge that other people aren't. You know, other people are going through it, and a lot. You know, there are people that are going through a lot worse. It's just that's my bad at the moment, and everyone has their version of bad at the moment. And I think that's the issue sometimes, is some people try and compete, or like, I'm worse than you, so shut the fuck up. No, like, everyone has their own version of bad, and that's absolutely fine. No one should ever be judged for that. I know people have it worse, but I also know some people have it better, but I'm not going to go to the ones that are better and say, hey, I've got it worse. If you. Because the only one that wins in that situation is this it's just basically an ego thing. But then you're just being a little bit selfish. That's something I learned in when I was in Hardy Towers in Auckland. So Hardy Towers is kind of the rehab residence kind of the thing that they have up there. Hearty as in heart with a Y, which is ironic because it's heart and lung rehab area. There's always people that have it worse, and there's always people that have it better. The key to it is being okay with that, in both senses of the word, of like acknowledging some people have it worse, acknowledging some people have it better, but also realize that that's their version of bad, regardless of whether it's worse or better than you, and how they handle that should not be judged by you. Like, if someone's like ultimately like traumatized over something that's not as bad as you're going through, they should be treated exactly the same as how you would feel knowing, you know, going through something traumatic. Yeah, everyone struggles about it. That's a very good one. It bothered me when we were flooded and lost 70% of my stuff, and home people said, at least you're alive. I'm like, yeah, thanks. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it is good to appreciate, you know, surviving something like that, or like I'm appreciative that I'm still alive. It still sucks, and I'm still processing, but I also acknowledge that, yeah, I'm glad I'm not dead. Because they did say I only had like weeks to live when they admitted me and all that stuff, so. Yeah. So I do acknowledge that, but also want to be able to say it sucks without feeling guilty for saying it sucks, you know? And I think that's ultimately what those comments are meant to do. It's like, it's supposed to try and make you feel like things aren't that bad. But, I mean, they are, and that's okay. Like, there's a difference. So when I start agreeing with the people that, you know, say look on the bright side and all that, is when you start letting the bad stuff own you. So, like, if you're, like, getting too into that hole of everything sucks, life sucks, I hate everything, you all can go to hell kind of deal. Like, I'm over my life. That's when it's, like, too far. It's like, there needs to be a nice sweet balance of being able to be miserable, but also not letting it completely own you and destroy your life. So it's just finding that balance. And everyone's got that. Like, I'm a lot more negative than positive, but I can also handle a lot of that negativity, so I'm not reaching that limit. And that's how I process stuff. That's just how I've always been. I've always used dark humor and all that stuff to process my life. That's okay. You're totally out to express your feelings. Yeah, exactly. And I think it's just as long as people understand that you're saying these things to get it off your chest. Like, that's basically why I use the stream, so I can get this stuff off my chest without people thinking like, oh man, he talks about it a lot, or I wish he'd shut up, or I don't honestly give a shit. Like, this is why the stream exists, so not why, but this is one of the reasons it exists, so I can get all the shit that's stuck in my brain out, so I don't let it bog me down. Snowball. I think this is my favorite craft table. This painting one. A lot of people don't realize, because I put all the craft tables together so I know like all my selection. I think this is my favorite craft table. They don't really have a lot of variations for it, and I think it's one of those underused ones. Yeah, I really like that. Mainly because it doesn't seem like a table. But I can make 8. Oh no, I'll leave. I need more wood. Hulk. Hey girl. Hey girl. Hulk. Hulk me. Someone randomly came to the stream and said Hulk. Now, it does lead to many questions. One, did they mean to put it in this chat? That's the first question. Second, did I mention anything referring to Hulk? I don't think I did. Third, is this the start of a troll? I don't know. I get a lot of people on YouTube. Like, the only time I've ever got any hate on the stream was from YouTube. Was someone coming in telling me that I was too old to play this game and I was a loser and a pedophile and stuff. I shouldn't really say those words because that's how you get banned. What a stupid word gets you banned. People that do that don't say that. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's the word, and that kind of stuff. Like when people come in and try and rip me into that, I was like, I don't care. Like, I know this is a silly kids game, that's not really intended for my demographic, but it helps my ADHD, it puts me at ease, and I like talking about the game. So. If it weren't for adults, it wouldn't be games. Exactly. And plus, I mean, at the end of the day, video games are just like any other media, like TV or movies or anything like that. The only difference is it's interactive. And like, this is calming for me. Like, having a routine every morning of playing Dreamlight Valley helps my brain, helps me operate. And if that's frowned upon, then what the hell? What's the point of, like, living life if you have to be told what you can do in your private life? Obviously, to a point. You can't go around killing people. Like there has to be a balance, right? But I mean, this game's not hurting anyone. I like talking about it. I like people like yourselves to pop around, and I like being part of other people's routines as well. I get slammed from other females often for being one. And oh yeah, you told me that before. Especially our kids that were bad mother. Nah. I think you just hang around with the wrong people in that one, because like I don't understand how video games still is this thing that only kids do, because it doesn't make any sense anymore. Like, some of the games out there, there's no way in hell that they are for kids at all. Like, you've tried playing Last of Us? You try playing the opening minutes of Last of Us, and you tell me it's a kid's game. Because that shit hits you hard. That's a deep game right there. And that whole story is about a mother and a father, father and a daughter, and acceptance of life. Really, it's a really great game, and there's so many other games like that. Undertale's another one, and I honestly think the ones that typically have that point of view are the ones that haven't actually played a lot of games. They've been told it's just like fake news shit. It's like they think it's dumb, so they believe it is dumb. Or they think it's childish, so it is childish. There's like no fact behind it. It's just, yeah, that's the way I think, so that's the way it is. Walt Disney was created for kids between 2 and 92. What you were a kid at heart. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Walt Disney wasn't exactly the best person in the world to model himself over, because he smoked a lot, and pretty sure he was a communist, but still, the idea was still solid. It's like the idea of like socialism. On the surface, it makes sense, but some people take it too far, and then it ruins it. Like, socialism makes sense in terms of like helping other people, help your fellow man, of like free healthcare, free dentistry, look after the roads, look after schooling, but you have all that paid for. Of like, you work so hard, and one of the benefits of being part of society, you get a life that's not restricted by stuff that other people that have more money are, like healthcare. It's a good example of why that should be a social thing, that everyone pays into a pot and everyone gets treated well, which is ultimately saves society money, which is proven in New Zealand. It's proven in the UK that if you have free healthcare or subsidised healthcare, it costs less in the long run, because people get treated and they don't need major surgeries anymore. They get treated early. There's a flow-on effect. So that, I believe in that socialism, but the crazy socialism, which has ruined the world several times, is the too far aspect of it. Like, nobody has any rights and everyone has to follow this rule. That's too far. But anyway. But yeah, the whole point I was trying to make before I went on a rant about that. God, ADHD sucks. It's just a game. Get over it. It's fun. Let it be fun for a brief period of my life. It's not dominating my life. And I mean, if I could, if I could, I would play it full time until I'm better. So I got my heart, but fortunately, it doesn't pay the bills. And it sounds like the more you, I find the whole social media, whatever you call it, the like YouTube space and all that. I always find that fascinating from like how people make it work. And a lot of the time, a lot of people call it like grind culture or whatever. It's basically you have to like not be able to do what you want to survive. You have to like do X, Y, Z, be all gimmicky and be over positive. It looks like positivity is positive. You either have to be positive or you have to be like extremely negative about something. There's not really any middle ground like me that's like, yeah.
What sort of special ingredients grow here?
Like that's why I have trouble with probably Senpai, is that I feel like he's overly positive and very biased. And so I have trouble with his content sometimes. Like he called some of the premium shops like the worst ever just because they weren't the items he wanted. Like that's like doesn't make any sense. Let's go down. Probably Senpai. He's a YouTuber who does Dreamlight Valley content. He's done it for a very long time. And he's one of the more popular ones. He's very ego-driven, I've noticed, in watching his content. Like, he would finish a stream, and instead of chucking it to somebody who might be playing Dreamlight Valley at the time, he would play his own video. And he got really upset when Dreamlight Valley did a creator showcase. It wasn't a creator showcase, it was just like a showcase. And there was a clip show there of creators playing the game. And he got really upset that he wasn't included. Like, he was like, I do so much for... I'm not sure what exactly he said. He was implying that he did so much for the community. He's one of the top ones, and he wasn't featured, and he was really upset about it. And then when he was featured, every time he would bring up the showcase, he would refer to the exact timestamp when he was featured. And it was like, it's really off-putting. Like, if it was me and I was on there, I was like, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool to be acknowledged and part of that circle. But it just he never features anyone else on his channel. He does mention a few other creators from time to time, but very, very briefly. Like there's another one, it starts with Sky, Eyes in Sky or something like that. He's mentioned probably Senpai a lot in a positive way. And he encourages people to watch it. I think he's in Europe, or I think he's Swedish or something like that. He's really like, you know, wanting to build the community. But probably Senpai is kind of the opposite there. And I get it, it's his full-time job and he's trying his best to make it work. And I understand being a Dreamlight Valley creator, only a Dreamlight Valley creator, and you're probably not earning a lot of money. So you probably have to grind pretty hard to just pay the bills. But I still don't like him because of that. I mean, he's got good knowledge and he's in the circle and all that stuff. It just frustrates me sometimes because I think it's just a New Zealand thing. Is that we tend to frown against people gloating. And some people call it tall poppy syndrome, some people call it other things. I don't know. It's just, for me, it's off-putting. I think that's pretty much the extent of it. I think be humble, but also, like, you know, if you've done something cool, definitely acknowledge it. But to, like, bring it up multiple times and refer to the exact timestamp that you're featured, I don't know. That can be off-putting. That's why you shouldn't put your eggs in one basket. Yeah, I mean, I stream on 3 different platforms at once. And I mean, I'm not even trying to make this a thing. It's just, I'm one of those things of like, if I'm gonna do this little project, right, I want to do it to the best of my ability. Or not to the best of my ability. I want to at least do it in a smarter way every single day. Every week, I try and add something or change something. So that's why I stream on Kick, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. That's why the chat crosses over with each other. And that way, like, no matter what platform you're on, you can kind of watch and chill. And I like that. And that's why all my eggs aren't in one basket there. Playing this game over and over again, you know, I think it's a bit different because I'm not trying to make it successful. But if I was to do it, I would obviously need to play other games. I've been thinking about playing Critter Cove. I mean, these games, these kind of like cozy games, it's a relatively new genre. I mean, Dreamlight Valley was like the first one I kind of dipped my toes in. I was normally like a Halo guy. Like, I play Halo. I got got a Halo helmet over there. I got Gears of War, or South Park. What have I got? Battlefield over there. I got Far Cry. Far Cry's good. But yeah, I don't. Cozy games is a relatively new thing for me, so I'm dipping my toes in it. So I don't really have a lot of experience. But like a lot of cozy games, like always go to Sims, and I think for the Sims, there's only so much Sims to play. So I don't think I could do it. But it still fascinates me of like what works and what doesn't. And it seems like in this genre of cozy gaming, positivity and cutesy shit you have to do if you want to be successful. And I can't. I can't fake cutesy shit. I mean, look at me. I'm dying of a fucking heart condition. I need a heart transplant. I'm not going to be the most positive person in the world. And I'm a grumpy motherfucker with a beard. Like, it's not my brand. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But then again, that could be the niche. It could be like the niche is like people that don't look like playing the game are playing the game. And I have a lovely partner, and she's amazing, and I'm not, you know, I'm not going to be a creep on the internet crying up to people because once you murder me if you even had the thought of doing it, and also it's not me. I don't need that shit. I don't need that drama in my life. Or I have, most importantly, I don't have the desire to do that. Or I don't really understand how so many YouTubers fall in the trap of just creeping onto young people. How difficult is it to not be a freak on the internet? Like, I mean, conceptually, if you send a message out to somebody could always twist something to make it seem like a creep, but I think the extent that they have done it is not just a miscommunication, it just seems like an ongoing thing. Like, there's a difference between miscommunications and the shit that they do. But I think, what's that weird guy with sunglasses and a moustache? Disrespect, Mr. Disrespect, whatever, Dr. Disrespect. Like, reading the messages that he actually sent, it's like, that's not a miscommunication, it's actively being a creep. I never understood what people mean by cozy gaming. I thought it meant whatever what's cozy for you. I'm here playing Hunger Games, shooting pigs to the down. I was wrapped in it. I was wrapped. It's a wrong Darium game, and I got so many sad reacts. Like, no, it's just a game. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a weird one, and I don't know, just the way it is. Anyway, I gotta go because I gotta go to work. So I'm leaving the valley open for people to pop by. Feel free to pop by. It is open to anyone that is willing, and yeah, the code is in the title, but it's also on the Discord. So I'll be back on next week, Monday to Friday, from 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Monday to Friday. And this week's been really good. I might be doing an extra session next week, playing a new game called Critter Cove. I may even play on the weekend. I don't know. Turn on the alerts. I don't know. Do all that stuff. But if you want to pop around and take some stuff, now's the time, because I'm going to go to work and you'll just see me standing around doing that. So thanks everyone. Thanks Kiwi, thanks Ice, thanks everyone. I got to go because I'm late. Till next time, kia ora.